Welcome to Forgotten Treasures. My name is Vince Nigro, and we're on site today at Sean's location in Yorkville on Cumberland, the famous Watchfinder. Sean, welcome to the show again.
Hi Vince, thank you for having me again. I'm very excited to have you guys at my location today.
Right, so this is where all the magic happens, I hear.
Where all the magic happens.
A lot of magic people here, and this is where all the magic...
Yes.
The location has been here for how long, Sean?
We've been here now 10 years.
10 years.
Right, we came from the Diamond District, so Canada has a small diamond district at Yonge and Dundas.
It does, eh? Do they actually have a diamond district like in New York?
In the future, we'll be down there.
But there is an actual diamond district in
Toronto. There's about 4 buildings, all private, and they wholesale diamonds, jewelry. You make your jewelry. We'll actually go through the whole process from where the diamonds come from to making your custom ring.
So you were originally in that location?
Yeah, I started in 21 Dundas
And you
Square.
moved here 10 years ago?
And we moved here 10 years ago to be more focused on retail.
And when you got here, was it strictly started with watches? How was that first year like for you?
It was watches. There's a few big brands around us, and when I came to the neighborhood, we do pre-owned, as you know, and we told the other guys that it's good for us to come to the area because if somebody comes to go to their store, they'll also come to our store, and they'll have a bunch of options. They didn't agree with me, but 10 years later, they're all my best friends. We all share customers, we send leads. If there's a problem, if we have an emergency, we all call each other. So
you work together with the local neighborhood.
So it almost came out a little watch district, as you would call it, as well.
So right now, this store is gorgeous, and we're gonna go around it and take a look at it. Was this store, when you first opened it, how did it start? Is it the way it looks today?
No, not at all.
Has it evolved in the last 10 years? Just give me a little bit of a snapshot of the first couple of years.
So I had some guests from Italy here, and I wanted to... Yorkville is, as you know, is probably one of the
world-renowned locations.
World-renowned. It's the 9th most expensive street in the world. All the big brands are here, and I brought some guests here to show them the area, and I saw a location. So this used to be custom jewelry in silver. So the gentleman, I came downstairs and I said, listen, you ever decide to sell, you give me a call. He's like, I don't know, I'm never moving. But the same people that I had from Europe, I'm walking around a week later and I see a for sale sign. I go to the guy, I go, but you're supposed to call me. He goes, oh, I didn't think you were serious. I said, no, I'm serious. Let's do something. So short of the story is, 3 months later, the landlord is a friend of mine, and he's actually my client now for 10 years. Right. And he shook my hand, he gave me the key, and we never looked back.
Never looked back. And I've noticed here in the store, and we're going to go around it, it's a combination of not only watches, jewelry, you've got some collectibles, you've got some art, you've got some photography. Take us around a little bit around the shop in terms of giving us a sense of what you have today.
So the customer that is a collector or a connoisseur of watches or timepieces, it's probably the same guy that collects art, cars. He also, getting the people's trust to buy a timepiece off you is very important. They're already in the store, so I figured if you're in the store, why don't I sell jewelry for your wife or become your local jeweler or your purses. So we'll get into that as well. So we specialize in Birkins and Kellys, which are very rare and very hard to get. I'll talk a little bit about it last time about bundling. So with Birkin purses is $15,000 retail. You need to buy $15,000 worth of scarves and purse, wallets and dishes and things like that, and then they'll give you a purse. And the funny thing is they'll give you like an orange, and you say you don't want orange. They say, well, you got to get back in line and then do it all over again. So a lot of the big brands have learned from them. Ferrari, Rolex, AP, Patek. So they're all following the same lead. It's called bundling.
Right. So everything in the store is for sale, Sean? Except for your wife, obviously.
Well, we'll never know. Just kidding.
But everything's for sale. For example, all the Muhammad Ali.
As you know, I'm ex-boxer, so I collect. These are my personal collections, and we'll get into some of the boxing stuff later. We'll go to some of the clubs that we train with and some of the heavyweights that we sponsor. But yeah, I collect boxing stuff. We did a show with Bob Gruen. I don't know. So Bob Gruen, John Lennon's photographer. We flew him down from New York about a month ago. We had a great event here. We sold a bunch of his stuff, and I have a couple in the front there. I have a cool story about the one in the front with Mick Jagger. But when this place is buzzing, you'll see from
and I'm sure you get all kinds of people coming. Anybody comes in here in terms from the top of the spectrum.
From sports people to politicians to
everybody.
Famous Canadian rappers.
You've seen them all.
We've seen them all.
Take us around the store a little bit. Give us a sense of where we are.
So we're about 70-30. 70 is Watchfinder owns a stock, 30% is consignment. So we have people that don't want to give away or sell their piece. They like to get a little bit more, so they like to consign it with us. So we have a lot of pieces, but we also do some jewelry for men. It's not really big because guys don't like to wear jewelry. They like to wear a timepiece, especially the guys that come here to our
You
office.
retrofit a lot of stuff too. Somebody can come in and say, I want to add some diamonds, or,
Yep,
or
yep.
you'll retrofit as well.
So in future episodes, we'll
Right.
go to
We'll get
my
into that.
diamond setter, and we're going to see how diamonds are set on
Right.
watches and rings. And
I wanted to give our viewing audience a sense of the future shows that we got coming up, and I wanted them to see your store,
Right.
because it's an amazing store, and
Right.
it's actually got a bit of an eclectic feel to it too, because you've got a little bit of everything.
Everything.
And I was very impressed with a lot of the diamonds that you have here as well.
Yeah. So obviously we have
store.
more put away, and I have an office in the Diamond District still.
Right.
In the future, we'll be
Right.
we'll be
We'll-
going there. And
But today I just wanted to give our viewing audience a sense of the store, where you're located, in the event that they do also have a forgotten treasure, a
Right.
watch or some diamond that
Right.
they could bring to you,
Right.
and get it appraised. Is it worth something?
Right.
Is it worth keeping? Is it worth selling? Can they trade it?
Yeah.
It's a matter of educating the people
Right.
that are watching us.
that's we're going to do a call-in show as well, where
Right.
they can call in and
ask questions.
ask questions,
Right.
and we'll direct them in the right way. But I'm always open to any kind of help I can give to our viewers. My email is Sean, SEAN, @watchfinder.ca. Obviously, reference the show, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
What's the address here on Cumberland?
128 Cumberland,
128
right across
Cumberland.
from the big rock and the waterfall.
Right. This showcase you have here is quite interesting with the diamonds.
Right. So we also
What do we have here?
we do. If I can show this trace. So we do pearls. This was actually a custom made for a client, one of big executive at Bell Canada, and we put a little 18 karat rose gold ball with diamonds on it. We showcase it before we deliver it to the customer, just in case somebody else wants it. But here's a perfect example of diamonds that we do. These are all custom made. The customer will come in and tell us what their budget is, and we'll go from there. We also sell colored diamonds, which we're going to get into next
They're
episode.
pretty rare, but they're pretty popular these days. The colored diamonds.
They talk about it for investment value, but we're going to get right into it, and we'll bring some expert diamond importers
shows.
to talk about it. Personally, I don't like it for investment. Diamond is never an investment. I don't know if you want to
Right.
go there, but
Well, in
I
future
can
shows,
explain.
we'll,
Yeah,
we'll,
I can
we'll
explain to
the
you
whole
why.
diamond
Yes.
industry in terms
Yeah.
of whether they're good investments and that kind of stuff there.